By December in grade 11, I just started becoming depressed all the time, and I didn't really know why. There wasn't really a reason, which was the hard part. I felt like I could feel something other than sadness for once. And then finally one of my basketball coaches found out, and she told my parents, which was probably like the best thing that ever happened in my life, because my parents found out and they intervened and started getting me help that I needed. I went to 4 or 5 different counselors. My parents kind of helped me along the way, would check my arms every night, make sure I'm not cutting, and I think that agitated me a lot because I was like, okay, I'm not, just believe me, but I didn't really ever give them a reason to believe me, so it makes sense. Little did I know that I hadn't even hit the worst part of my journey. So grade 12 was pretty good year for the most part at the beginning. There was a couple incidents where I would just randomly cut myself and kind of fall back there again. But I had my best friend who was there and helped me with that. I guess it got to the point by about March or April where I just ignored the problem for so long that I hadn't really addressed it.
Having known someone that has gone through depression, it hasn't been easy, but it's just, you need to be there, and whether you want to or not, once you love someone, I think you just figure it out and you're there for them in whatever way they need. And I think that's when you really start to realize that depression isn't something that someone's creating up in their head, but it's actually something they're struggling with on the inside. Well, it's had a severe impact on me because I've dealt with 2 people that are really close to me in my life, my best friend Kristen and my mom. I think I've struggled alongside with them, and I've gone not that I've experienced what they're experiencing or feeling what they're feeling, but I feel like I've gone through the motions with them.
Things got a lot worse around June. This was around my birthday and also around the time of exams. I had also cut myself again and had my very first anxiety attack, which I had never experienced before in my life, and it was one of the scariest things I have ever seen. I was just screaming, running away, telling everyone to get away from me, bawling hysterically, and I just remember this went on for 2 whole hours, not exaggerated. And then finally, I guess I snapped out of it and I was like, Mom, why am I not getting better? What's wrong with me? Why is this happening to me? Why? I don't get it. At that point, I realized I had to decide I wanted to get better, and I had to decide that I'm gonna take whatever steps I needed to get better. I decided at that moment, after that I was gonna do whatever it takes, and if they told me I needed medicine for a little bit, that's okay. I'm gonna get better. Change the View is about all mental illnesses, not just depression, not just anxiety. It's about everything, and about having people from the outside that have not experienced it and have not had anybody in their life experience it actually understand what it means to be mentally ill. I think a lot of the time people think that mental illness or depression and stuff like that is a lot about it's in your head or you're just doing it for attention. And yeah, maybe for some people that might be the case, but honestly, when you're diagnosed with real mental illness, the hard thing about it is you don't understand why. We want to make a difference and stand together, which is why we're doing things called recovery relays, where we can run together and raise awareness for mental illnesses.
Another thing we're doing with Change the View is recovery relays. The reason we decided to do recovery relays as a team is because we want to symbolize that depression, anxiety, anything with mental illness needs to be helped with a team of supporters around you, and this is why we want people to run together.
All of the money that we raise is going to go to the Canadian Mental Health Association, and we're already proud supporters of them.